types of data in our PHP. So integer, string, double, boolean. Integer is for integer characters, string is for some character string, double is for float, boolean is for true or false. Array and object, we will discuss that later. Now let's come to the operators. What are the operators? You can now assign data to variables. You can even investigate the data type of a variable. Clear? That already we have done, that we are assigning the data to the variable and already it is getting the type from the system. Now what are the operators? A programming language. What is PHP? PHP is a programming language. It is a server-side scripting. Clear? In that we are writing our scripting. So a programming language is useless without the operators. If you cannot perform some operations, so there is no meaning of programming language. Clear? What are different operations? Operations are performed by different operators: logical, arithmetic, and or comparison operators, assignment operators. These all are operators which help you to work on your variables, on your programming variables, objects, arrays. With the help of operators, you cannot do anything. Clear? So a programming language isn't very useful unless you can manipulate the data you can store. If you can store the data and you cannot operate on the data, you cannot perform any operation on the data, so it is useless. There is no meaning of that language because you cannot perform any operations. Operators are symbols that make it possible to use one or more values to produce a new value. What are operators? Operators always need two operands to perform. 2 is the minimum case and maximum, that is up to the expression which you write. So what are operators? Plus is an operator, arithmetic operator. So for plus, where you will apply the plus operator? Definitely on two operands.
Yes.
Clear? 2 plus what? If there is no second operand, so 2 plus what? Nothing. So 2 plus 2 operands and one operator. So plus is the operator and the two values, they are the operand. Clear? So a value that is operated on by an operator is referred to as an operand. So on which the operation is going to be performed, that is known as your operand. 2, 5, they both are operands. 2 plus 5, so plus is the operator. Operator will perform the function on two of the operands. Clear? Now an operator is a symbol or series of symbols that when used with the values perform an action and usually produce a new value. Definitely if you perform any operation, who will perform the operation? The operators. The dedication, the purpose, the creation inside the programming language of operator is to produce a new value. So when you apply any operator on your operand, so definitely it will give you a new value. 2 plus 2, the result will be 4. A 4 is a new value, but you didn't give that 4 value. The operator give you that value after the operation. Is it clear?
Yes.
So an operand is a value used with an operator. Definitely if you are just writing plus and there is no two values, the operator is useless. So in combination, operands and operator will produce a new value after the operation. So there are usually two operands to one operator. If there is one operator, definitely there will be two values. If you write 2 plus what? It is meaningless. The operator will confuse that with whom I should plus the previous value. There is no next value, so with whom I should plus it. So for that reason, the minimum one operator will be applied on two operands. 2 minus 1, 5 multiplied by 10, 10 divided by 2. So divide, plus, minus, modulus, they all are operators and they are applying on two values, and those values are known as operands. If any one of the operand is missing, operation will be incomplete. Clear? So 4 and 5 are operands. They are operated by addition. So 4 plus 5, 9. 9 is a new value. Operators almost always sit between two operands. Operator will always be between the two operands. If you want to plus 2, how you will write it? 2 plus 2. If you write it like that, plus 2, 2. No meaning. Clear? So operator will definitely be in the middle of that. If you guys have already studied that, but just to recall your memory, I'm just giving you a general review. So for the operation, I will create a simple program in PHP to show you that how operations are performed in our PHP script. You can directly operate something, clear, and you can operate it by using the variable names. I will show you both of them. So now let's come to the program. I'm using this previous code which we have wrote. So look at here, I'm removing all of that. I'm declaring one variable, a is equal to 5 plus 10. Clear? So these are two operands and this is one operator. And in the second step, I am displaying print a quotation. Save the program. Go to that and execute. The name of the program was data. So you will see the result on your screen after the operation with the help of arithmetic plus operator. Is it clear? But here I'm going to use some more operators as well in my script. I'm going to write here that first of all I'm using some line space with the help of an HTML tag. Now here I'm declaring one more variable, b is equal to 10 minus 5. Print the result of b and give a line space. Save it, and now we will see the result of the plus and minus operator. So you will see that on the first line it's the result of an addition operator, plus operator. On the second line it's the result of minus operator, subtraction operator. And now I'm going to use a divide as well. So for dividing, I'm declaring one more variable, $C, and I'm giving it the value 10 divided by 2, printing the C variable, Control S. Now we will execute it to see the result. You can see here that 5 is displayed. 10 divided by 2, so 2 5s are 10, so 5 is displayed. That is the result of your division. Clear? If you want to multiply, so for multiplication we will have here, we will write here the code, this time for the fourth variable, d is equal to 5 steric sign multiply by 10, print $D.
No need for brackets. There is
No, one operator is left also. I will show you. Clear? So now we will execute it and we will see that the result of multiplication. So you see here that 50, 5 tens are 50. So this is the result of addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. One thing is left, modulus. What is modulus? Remainder. that is also a part of arithmetic operator. To write the code for modulus. So for modulus, I'm declaring a one more variable, e is equal to, I'm writing 9 modulus 7, clear, and printing directly the e. Save your program, Control S, and now we will see that what is the remainder. So 2 is remainder. What is modulus? If you see in the code, so modulus is show me the remainder. 9 modulus 7. So in the table of 7, 9 didn't came. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. Clear? So 7 ones are 7. 7 is subtracted from the 9. What is remaining? 2 is remaining. So 2 is the remainder, or 2 is the modulus. So if you can see all the arithmetic operators, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and remainder or modulus. So these are our arithmetic operators. So we are just directly dealing with the values. Clear? We are just directly dealing with the values. Another method is that also that you define variables, you just assign them the values 12, and you can store them in a third variable as well. Plus and you can display the result, print I $i. Control S. So directly calculation is also possible, and indirect calculation is also possible. It means that first of all you store the values in the variables, then you apply the arithmetic operators. Clear? And the second method is that directly you calculate, you are performing the calculation on the variables. Is it clear? So today we discuss about the arithmetic operators, the plus, minus, divide, remainder, multiply. Then for him we just wrote the formula for calculating the percentage, that is total obtained marks divided by total marks multiplied by 100. And then I show you one more method for displaying for using the operators. So that is up to you. You can use minus, you can use multiply, you can use divide, whatever. Indirect calculation. We will use later on this calculation to get the value from the user and to apply some operations on that. Clear? So if you are going to apply some operations, arithmetic operations on direct values, on fixed values, so we will use that method. And if you are going to use calculation, you are going to do calculation on indirect values, so we will use the variable names. Clear?